In recent years, GTA 5 has kept car enthusiasts hooked by introducing more and more detailed vehicles that blend real-life inspirations with Rockstar's own custom spin. These new additions aren't just about speed, they reflect the growing car culture we see in the real world: drifting builds, wide-body conversions, and high-end exotics tuned for street and track. What makes them stand out compared to the older cars in GTA is the attention to detail, custom interiors, working aero, carbon fiber trims, even liveries that resemble what you'd see at a real-world meet or on Instagram car pages. Take the Drift Gauntlet Hellfire for example. It's clearly modeled after the Dodge Challenger Hellcat, but Rockstar reimagines it as a drift-ready muscle monster. The modifications are straight out of the Formula Drift world: stripped weight, aggressive camber, wider track stance, and an exhaust tuned for constant backfire. This isn't just a muscle car anymore, it's a purpose-built slide machine. On the other side, we've got something like the overflawed Suzume, Rockstar's take on the Koenigsegg Jesko. In real life, the Jesko is one of the most extreme hypercars ever made, and GTA's Suzume mirrors that futuristic Swedish design. But Rockstar always adds their twist. The Suzume comes with optional track aero kits, extra vents, and exaggerated carbon splitters, making it feel almost like a time attack prototype. It's not just a luxury hypercar, it's a weaponized track monster. Then there's the Dinka Chavos V6 Drift, which resembles the Honda Accord/Acura TLX platform but reworked as a drift sedan, something you don't normally see in real life, but that's exactly the fun of GTA. They've widened the arches, thrown in a full roll cage, rear-wheel drive swap, and turbo flutter straight out of a Japanese drift build. It's Rockstar imagining what if the everyday sedan was rebuilt for sideways action. The quality of these newer GTA cars compared to older ones is night and day. Early GTA 5 models were clean but lacked detail. Newer ones have sharp LED lighting designs, more realistic proportions, and modification options that mirror the real aftermarket scene: Rocket Bunny kits, Liberty Walk style widebodies, Varis wings, straight pipe exhausts, even real-looking carbon textures. They've clearly been influenced by the car tuning community. So when you compare GTA's fictional cars to their real-life inspirations, you see that Rockstar and the modding community aren't just copying, they're amplifying. They take a Hellcat, an Accord, a Jesko, or an F-150, and reimagine them as if every owner was a hardcore car enthusiast with unlimited money and access to the wildest aftermarket parts. That's why driving these newer vehicles in Los Santos feels so different. You're not just driving a car, you're driving a fantasy version of what that car could be. GTA 5 cars and their real-life counterparts: Grotti LSCM Cheetah Classic, Sports Classics, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, inspired by the Ferrari Testarossa, 1980s, with elements of the Ferrari 512 TR. Dinka Chavos V6, sedans, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, based on the Honda Accord, 2018 to 2022, mixed with some cues from the Acura TLX. Vapid Dominator FX, muscle, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, clearly modeled after the Ford Mustang Mach-1, 2020 plus, with wide-body drift styling. Bravado Gauntlet Hellfire, muscle, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, almost a copy of the Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat. Annis Hardy, sedans, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, strong resemblance to the Nissan Maxima, 2016 to 2020, with touches of Infiniti Q70. D-Class Drift Walton L35, off-road, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, loosely based on the Chevrolet CK pickup, 1970s, modified for drift racing. Karin Everon RS, SUVs, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, inspired by the Toyota Hilux Revo, Tacoma TRD Pro, lifted for rally style. MTL Custom Flatbed, industrial, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, modeled after the Freightliner M2 and International Durastar flatbed trucks. D-Class Walton L35 stock, off-road, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, the stock version resembles a 1970s Chevrolet Silverado, C10 pickup. Higgins Helitours Maverick, helicopters, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, based on the Eurocopter AS350 Accuro, commonly used for tourism flights. Annis Minimus, sedans, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, inspired by the Nissan Sentra, 2019 to 2023, compact sedan style. Western Police Bike, emergency, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, based on the Harley-Davidson Electra Glide Police Edition. Dubachi Rapid GTX, sports, Rightwards Aero with hook emoji, inspired by the Aston Martin Vantage, 2017 present. Sentinel GTS, sports,